Hi, I'm Haley Trengove, the Estate Culinary Farmer at Halter Ranch, and right now we're in Jardin du Chef. Jardin du Chef means chef's garden in French, and this is where Chef Paul Rangarin gets most of his produce for the tasting room restaurant. It's important to Halter Ranch to eat as local as possible, and this is as close as it gets. It matters to eat local because it's more environmentally sustainable. It's also very important to support local producers. This produce differs because it's grown 100% organically, and also it's grown within eyeshot of where it's consumed. It's very important to maintain proper soil structure and also soil health. We do that by adding compost and also organic amendments. What is my organic garden maintenance routine? Every day it's something different, but for the most part it's mostly watering, planting, weeding, harvesting, and also doing pest control. Do I use any beneficial insects as pest control? Absolutely. I use ladybugs, pincher bugs, and a whole bunch of other insects. I try to attract as many beneficial insects as possible, especially pollinators. So we're growing lots of different vegetables in the garden, and one of my favorites to grow are beets. There's a cat trying to climb on me. These are eggplants, and they are super fun to harvest. I trellised these cucumbers so they'd be easier to harvest. This is all basil. This took me probably 3 months to get to this state, but I've been harvesting off of it for the past 2 months, 2.5 months. Basil is so difficult to grow. It's very finicky. I keep it under shade cloth because it's not very hardy in hot conditions. So I try to keep it under shade, watered, and also pruning it back pretty aggressively every week. These are zucchini plants, and I have to harvest off of these pretty much every other day. It grows incredibly fast. Pretty much if you forget to harvest, you'll come out and there will be something 3 times or 4 times as large. These are onions, and we're gonna use these as storage onions so we can use them probably until next spring. And these are walla wallas. We'll know when the onions are ready to start curing when the neck of the onion breaks or folds over, and then from there we can start the curing process. Next is carrots, and to harvest carrots I use a broad fork to help loosen up the soil. So these are zinnias. They're cut flowers, but we use them for attracting pollinators and also to add some color to the garden. This is our winter squash patch. We're growing delicata, kabocha, and butternut. And this is a red kabocha. So this is kohlrabi. So most mornings when I come out, I'll usually see some pest activity. Right now there's a mound that's formed, and this is from a gopher in the garden. I use a gopher hawk, which is this. This will help me locate the tunnel of the gopher hole. And then from there I can prod it and then insert the trap. So I try to find the tunnel. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. So sometimes the dirt will collapse back in the hole, and that's okay. You just keep trying to find a different location that you can insert the trap. Voila, done. The gopher will go and try to close up the hole. So when the gopher goes to try to close up the hole, it will actually go into the trap. The trap essentially sucks the gopher in, and we caught ourselves a gopher. Someone has been adding soil to my garden. The plot thickens. What runs around a garden but never moves? A fence. I wasn't all that interested in gardening, but I planted a few seeds and it grew on me. I used to make lots of money clearing leaves from my gardens. I was raking it in. You know what really bugs me? Insect puns. I was offered a job as a gardener, but I didn't take it because the celery was too low. Thanks so much for joining me in the garden today. I hope to see you enjoying some of this lovely produce with us here at the ranch soon.